Alright, so basically I rode a little bit in the rain. I've done this before in the Ion Pro RT, the 13-hour lumen light. It's not turning on. So basically what I've done is I've done a little bit of a light surgery. Basically there are 4 bolts, and I took them out and I just inspected everything in here. So basically this is what it's going to look like. Everything looks like it should, to me at least. I don't really see any water damage, or what I perceive to be water damage. It was a little bit damp inside of the shell here, but not really too bad, not anything too crazy, so I have a hard time believing this would be water damage. But this is the battery here, and I have this plugged in. Basically, if I do the double click to turn this on, it actually turns on, and then it's not cycling between the modes. And then if I open up the Garmin, I still have the 1030, I know I'm kind of a cheap ass. So if I go to add sensor, I actually deleted it, so if I go to add sensor and light, it's searching, but it doesn't come up yet. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it plugged in overnight and see if this fixes the problem. Because right now it's not coming up on the scanner, so yeah, we'll see if this works. Alright, all, this is actually making out for a pretty interesting video. So I waited overnight, and then it was doing the same thing. So you press it and turn it on, it's in one mode. And I'm not going to do it right now, but what I did was when it was off, I held it for probably about 8 seconds and it pulsed. Then I kept holding it and it pulsed again. And then I was able to just turn it on. And what I did is I went into my 1030, and in the menu, the options actually work. So the solid works, right? And then the higher beam works. We say we're working. Yeah, because if you go to the actual like menu for the light, right? Go to headlight. Just says everything about the sensor in light mode. So it's high, then low. Although they look kind of similar. I think that was a difference though. Yeah, so high and low work, so that's good. But then if I go back to basically the main menu here, and I go to basically, actually not there, I was in the right place. I go back to flash. So the flash function isn't working currently, which is interesting. I'm not 100% sure why that is. Next to cancel override. So now it's on individual. If I press off, it'll turn off. So if I just try using it like I normally would, so you double click the button and press once to cycle through it, it's not cycling through the modes. Alright, I just booted up the 1030, and basically what it says is that our battery condition is critical. So that's actually good news. Maybe it's not flashing because it has low battery. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just let this charge again. Maybe there is some kind of computer issue with it. So yeah, I'll switch it off and then I'll just charge it again. And we'll see what happens from there. Alright, so we're back in the studio right now, and I want to do a demonstration. I think it's actually really easy to demonstrate this right now. So I tried doing everything that I had said, but I'm still having the same sort of issues. So the flash is not working, and it says there's an override. So if I press cancel override, it kind of doesn't really do much. And there's a settings as well, and you can just go to headlight, and that's more about your dedicated light modes and everything. But there's no flash option. There's overdrive, which is the highest setting, I believe. And then you got high, you got low, and then source you have off. But as you can see, it lights up just everything, like the whole footwell. As you can see down there, just this illumination. This is the network. It's not an individual. For network options, light beam activated, device power up. And you have a few options there. We go test lights. Goes back to headlight. And we're still not getting our flash mode, which is really strange. There's solid, and then there's off. If I go back to solid, it'll give me the options for automatic. Just not letting me press. And high on that, and it doesn't really do much. So, that's the weird thing. It does work, but the only way I can actually change the modes in a practical sense is actually through the light, or through the Garmin, through the light itself. I can only light up in one mode, and it makes kind of like an amber yellowish color. So that's the only downside. And then if you hold it, it doesn't actually do the pulsing. It doesn't turn back on. So I'm still holding it when I take it apart to test it. So yeah, this is a Bontrager Ion Pro. This is a few years old. Maybe like 4 or 5 years old. I have been using it. I do ride a lot at night, but just keep in mind, this light, retails for like over $100. So I feel like it should hold up a little bit better than that. I'm not really sure what's wrong. Maybe I just got a bad one, to be fair. I have a couple other ones, and they work just fine, but I've been using this one quite a bit. So let me know if any of you guys have any experiences with this light or any insights. But I think we'll try out the Design next. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you found this useful. Stay vegan.